This morning, millions of Americans waking up to a potentially historic flood threat.
We're also looking at some very heavy downpours.
With the multi-day storm system continuing to pound states across the country. Many now bracing for flash floods that forecasters are calling life-threatening and potentially catastrophic. With waters rising in the Midwest and Southeast overnight, the dangerous floods overwhelming cars and making roads impassable in Kentucky. In Tennessee, some homes underwater.
Pretty helpless this morning, honestly. All we could do was watch all this rushing water.
This gym flooded in Nashville. For that state, it's already been a week of nonstop destruction with a relentless string of severe storms. In Selmer, parts of the town completely unrecognizable, with a tornado leveling homes, flipping cars, and tearing full-grown trees from the ground. And near Nashville, a home camera captured this moment. A twister tore the roof off a neighbor's shed and sent it flying. Tennessee's governor calling the scope of the damage heartbreaking.
It is total devastation.
In Arkansas, a massive twister Thursday reduced some areas to rubble. Morgan Ernest and her family barely made it to an underground shelter where they held on tight, knowing their home was being ripped to shreds.
The impact was so scary.
And unfortunately, the death toll from these storms has now climbed to 7. And officials across the region are urging residents to stay on high alert because we're still in the thick of this multi-day event. And it's worth noting that the ground is already so saturated from past storms. So any more rain that we get today, tomorrow will likely overwhelm roads and neighborhoods. Savannah?
Kathy Park, thank you very much.
Al standing by with more on what we can expect today, this weekend. Looks like we've got some severe weather already happening.
Yeah, it's ramping up again. Unfortunately, atmosphere reloading. Good morning, everybody. We are looking at severe thunderstorm watches right now from Arkansas all the way into Texas. Some warnings as well as this system starts refiring. Long-lived supercells later this afternoon. Overnight, tornadoes a big possibility. Those nocturnal tornadoes twice as deadly. In fact, this enhanced area from Paducah, West Plains, Texarkana, Shreveport, all possible EF2 tornadoes. Tomorrow, another round of severe weather from Louisiana all the way to Arkansas. The highest tornado threat, that's where it's going to be from Memphis. We're looking at Alexandria, Lake Charles. Again, the threat of EF2s for Monroe, El Dorado, Alexandria, Louisiana. Sunday, the severe part of this starts to weaken, but the bigger part is going to be the flooding from Atlanta to New Orleans. We do have a risk of severe weather, also heavy winds and rain. In fact, life-threatening, potentially historic flash flooding from Evansville, Indiana, Paducah, Little Rock, Texarkana. We are talking about, again, another 10 inches of rain or more, what's already fallen. And hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.